A powerful name from college football has started making waves behind the scenes in Tampa Bay, and it could completely change what we expect from the upcoming draft. And that's not all. There have also been a series of bold decisions that have put the Bucs' front office in the spotlight, and some of them are dividing opinions among fans. In today's video, you'll find out why a super versatile player is getting so much attention from analysts, and what made Tampa completely reorganize its draft strategy. There's a promising defensive combo, a risky bet, and even a player with a recent injury history getting major buzz. Don't blink, this string of moves could be the beginning of something big. Smash that like button so you don't miss a thing, and let's dive straight into the video. Guess who popped up on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers radar in the latest mock draft? None other than Malaki Starks, Georgia's beastly safety. The folks at Pro Football Network, specifically Daniel Harms, pegged him as the Bucs pick at number 19, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. Tampa struggled big time in the secondary last year. Injuries everywhere. Shaky coverage, and that old issue of giving up explosive plays. And with Jordan Whitehead possibly heading into free agency, safety becomes a top priority. That's where Starks comes in. The guy is basically a defensive Swiss Army knife. Harms was full of praise, calling Starks one of the smartest players in the class. And it's no exaggeration, the kid can play single high, 2 deep, and even step into the slot as a nickel. Plus, he's not afraid to stick his nose in at the line of scrimmage to help stop the run. It's the kind of versatility you love in a modern defender. His resume at Georgia speaks for itself. 3 solid seasons, 197 tackles, 17 pass breakups, and 6 interceptions. In 2024 alone, he racked up 77 tackles, a pick, and 4 tackles for loss. The guy is ready. If he's still on the board when the Bucs are on the clock, there's not much to think about. Imagine pairing Starks with Antoine Winfield Jr., 2 safeties with instincts, intelligence, and aggression. Tampa's defense would have a young, dangerous foundation to rebuild that struggling secondary. Keep an eye on that name, because Malaki Starks could very well be Tampa Bay's new field general on the back end. Now tell me, do you think this prospect showing up on the Bucs' radar is the perfect fit to strengthen the back end of the defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because what's coming next is an even bolder strategy that could reshape the roster from the start. The Bucs decided to shake things up in the latest mock draft by Bucs Game Day, and well, it got wild. After bringing back key starters, adding a legit edge rusher, and shoring up the roster with some targeted signings, Tampa Bay entered full draft ninja mode, making trades and stockpiling picks to build a hungry defense and fine-tune some key spots. First bold move, they traded the 19th overall pick to the Bears and dropped down to 39, also picking up the 41st. Basically, Tampa looked at the board, saw their top targets were gone, and said, you know what, let's stock up and grab more guys ready to contribute now. At 39, they took Shavon Revel, a massive 6'4" cornerback who'd be pushing for the top 15 if not for an ACL injury. He's got elite size, solid coverage skills, plays physical against the run, and had a formal interview with Tampa at the Combine. He's a high upside project that could pay off quickly. 2 picks later, they grabbed Xavier Watts, a safety from Notre Dame and a true ball hawk, 13 interceptions over 2 years. He brings similar versatility to Winfield Jr., allowing Bowles to get creative with defensive disguises. Watts needs to clean up his tackling technique, but the instincts are there. At 53, they picked Carson Schwessinger, a linebacker out of UCLA, the kind of guy who's always in the right place at the right time. Not the fastest, but has elite football IQ. He'll compete for a starting job and provide immediate rotational impact. Then Tampa traded the 84th pick for the 88th and 142nd and used the new pick to grab Tate Ratledge, an offensive lineman from Georgia. Versatile, nasty in the run game, and reliable in pass protection, just what you want to bolster the interior O-line. At 121, they went back to corner with Kobe Bryant, competitive, aggressive, great against the run, and had solid production at Kansas. He can play outside or in the slot and fits perfectly in Tampa's defensive scheme. At 142, they picked David Walker, an edge rusher from Central Arkansas. Undersized for the position, but explosive as dynamite. He'll start as a situational pass rusher, bringing crazy energy and backfield disruption. Next, with pick 157, Tampa selected Pat Bryant, a wide receiver from Illinois. Big, physical, reliable Campbell the kind of guy you look for on third down. Not the fastest, but smart and sure-handed. And to wrap it all up, at 235, they took Junior Tafuna, a defensive lineman from Utah. A former linebacker, he's agile, aggressive, and has potential to grow into a rotational role. Still raw, but the athleticism is there. To sum it up, Tampa put together a draft class focused on rebuilding the defense while also grabbing smart pieces for the offense. If everything clicks, this class could produce impact starters from day one. One thing Bucs fans want to see is boldness with brains, and that's exactly what showed up in the latest mock projections. I don't know about you, but seeing the team stack up talent with immediate upside and go after players with defined strengths gets me excited. Sure, there are risks, but there's also a clear vision for where this team wants to go. Now we just hope the on-field execution matches the plan, and if you want to keep up with every step of Tampa's rebuild, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single update on your team.